Let's see. Oh, let's do it. Great morning, great morning, great morning, great people. Welcome to the message, y'all. Welcome to the message. I hope you're doing well. I hope you're feeling good. Look, that has a glare in it, don't it, y'all? I don't think I can fix it. Look, the light just gonna have to shine on me today. The light's gonna have to shine on me today. For my people on YouTube, there's a light literally right there in front of me, y'all. But we can't help it. That light just gonna have to shine today. Welcome to the message, y'all. Welcome to the message. I hope you're doing well. I hope you're feeling good. Happy Wednesday, I think. Happy Wednesday. Okay, happy Wednesday. We in this thing, y'all. It's hump day. I hope you're having a fantastic start to your morning. You know what to do, ski booski. Come in, like the live, share the live, share the love. Drop something in the chat that you're grateful for. Let's get in the flow of abundance. Y'all, I got something to tote y'all. I got something to tote y'all. Oh my gosh, y'all. Just drop this in the chat. It's giving God. It's giving God. Now, some of y'all know my blessing and anointing oil that's available on my website is actually named Is Giving God. But that ain't what I'm talking about. Okay, that ain't what I'm talking about. I'm talking about yesterday, y'all. And I got something else to show y'all just the way that spirit works, right? Yesterday I had the Queen of Swords. I didn't let me cut this deck and shuffle it real and put another card at the bottom just to see what is gonna come up, because I didn't shuffle that deck. Two of Wands. But anyway, yesterday it was like I told y'all, I had the Queen of Swords and the Knight of Swords. So it's like quick, decisive action. Good morning, China. Good morning. Quick, decisive action. There may have been some action that you needed to take. I know I did yesterday. More to come on that, y'all. More to come on that as it continues to develop. But there are things like, it's like the Lord, this clarity that the Lord is giving, y'all. These confirmations that the Lord is giving. Good morning, Aisha. Good morning, y'all. Like the live, share the live, share the love of how we're moving in this next season, right? I don't know. I can't, y'all. I have like three different things going right now, so I hope it doesn't sound too muffled. So my bad. Oh, look, and then they fail. I hope it doesn't sound too muffled, y'all. Y'all know my iPad is like 17 years old. Don't be judging me. I need a new iPad, right? You can always get on YouTube. I'm also on YouTube at ToShae Germaine. I'm also on Facebook. So y'all make sure you can catch me on one of them three platforms, okay? Good morning, Sandy. Good morning. Let's talk about this clarity. And the clarity is real, y'all. And it's giving God. Because there's no way that this could have come from anywhere. You that there was a direction, and y'all, there was a direction that could have only come from the creator, y'all. And it's like one step is getting ready to change your life. I am telling somebody, Lord, I feel that in my spirit. There's one step that's getting ready to change somebody's life. There's one step that you're going to do, and it's going to change the whole trajectory of where you're going and what the Lord is doing with you in this season. Y'all, I can feel this in my spirituals. I cannot stress the importance of obedience in this season, y'all. The obedience is getting ready to take you somewhere, and it's almost like you're going to take one step and your whole energy is going to change. Your whole mindset is going to change. It's like waking up. And that's something that I got yesterday, y'all. It was like a wake up call. So I'm gonna go through I had so many downloads yesterday. There's no way that I can go through all of it this morning, but I'm going to try to get as far as I can. Again, remember I told y'all yesterday, it was something that was developing, something that the Lord was doing, that it wasn't going to just be one message. Y'all, the Lord is taking you somewhere. So let's just start with this. I ended up getting the number 833, right? The number 833. And the number 833, I got it a couple times. I actually got it a few days ago, but I didn't think anything about it. But then it repeated itself a couple of times. And so I ended up saying, okay, Lord, I'm tracking, let me pay attention to it. I heard something yesterday that talked about the rule of three, where if you get it three times, then it really is something that you need to pay attention to. Good rule to go by, so you don't think that everything is a sign, right? So you don't think that everything is the Lord trying to tell you something. Not that he's not continually speaking to us, but a good rule to go by is if you get it and then get it again and then get it again, like, okay, I'm tracking, let me pay attention. The number 833 means to prosper, to be straight, to be right, to go forward, to lead, go, and guide. And yesterday we were talking about many of us being developed for leadership in some way, right? So the number 833 is also significant for me because that's my one of my pawpaw's number. That is my pawpaw's number for me when he's coming through in the spirituals. So that number may be important for some of you. So what the Lord started talking to me at that point was how we're moving forward, right? For many of you, you may have started to notice that there's a shift in your energy. There's a shift. It's like you're vibrating. And if you know, this is not something I'm going deep into. It's something I'm still developing and studying myself. But this is speaking on energy, y'all, and understanding the frequency. And I mentioned the frequency of God, 963, right? I mentioned the frequency of God just the other day. But understanding that over the past couple of weeks, we have been talking about the fact that you can feel that there's a shift that has happened. You can feel that you're in alignment with something more, with something bigger, with something better. And so for many of us, it's like you're going to start to recognize that vibration, right? That you're moving in alignment with something completely different. So I was like, okay, Lord, I'm paying attention. I'm tracking. So he started talking to me about moving forward and a very, very specific direction, y'all. Now, I can't tell you what the Lord is telling you to do, but I know for me, there was something that I ended up doing yesterday, and it was just like, it be the random stuff, y'all, where you don't know why you're doing that. It may be something like, well, you don't know, well, Lord, do I really have the money for this? Is this, it's something like that where you just like, the Lord's like, do it. Don't worry about the how. Just do what I'm doing, worried about doing this thing and making sure that you are being obedient to that because your old life is beginning to crumble. Okay. And when the Lord said that, he was saying it's because your mind is waking up and understanding that there's more for you. Drop this in the chat. There's more for me. Okay. There's more for me. So for many of you, your energy is you're vibrating at a different level. The Lord was talking to me about attracting what you're vibrating subconsciously, right? And because of what the level that you're at, the energy, the frequency that you're vibrating at, y'all, God is giving you more of what you are. Does this make sense? God is not giving you what you need. He's giving you more of what you are. So for many of you, because you're asking deeper questions, because you're wanting to know more truth, God is giving you more of what you are. I hope that makes sense to somebody. Vibrating at the frequency of love, joy, peace, understanding that you are the creator of your reality. Many of you are changing your frequency, so people are no longer in alignment. You're going to start to see, and I heard this yesterday, feeling like changing your frequency, the level you're operating at. There are people who are going to vibrate out of your energy because they're not in alignment with where you are. Okay. Next, sip your favorite adult beverage because I know this is a lot, but again, y'all, this is like the Lord. For those of you who resonate with this, you'll understand it on a deeper level, and hopefully it will trigger you to go and get more of your own wisdom, to do your own study, get your own information, right? Because that's all we're here as guides to do, is to point you in a direction. If it makes sense to you, then the Lord will start to give you more. Remember last week we talked about that. It's like, okay, the more that you want to know truth, the more that you understand something that I pray, give me eyes to see, ears to hear, and a heart to receive and understand. Lord, help me to see the way that you do. And yesterday, when I said that to him, he ended up sending me to Second Kings. I think it was Second Kings. It was 2 Kings 6:15-23 that he had me reading yesterday, where it was like, Elijah's servant couldn't see the armies of angels that were surrounding them. They thought they were surrounded by just men, but it was actually an army of angels surrounding them. And I was just like, wow. So if you ask the Lord to open your eyes, trust and believe he's going to do that. Okay. Next, sip your favorite adult beverage. Did I say that? Y'all, it's so much. When the Lord starts showing you what you want to know, baby, your eyes will be opened, right? And we hear about Jesus doing this all the time when your eyes become opened. Next, and then we're gonna get into the clarity, because I feel like this is all I have time to get into today. The Lord talked to me about the valley of the shadow of death. The valley of the shadow of death. And this is the time between your old reality and your new reality. I said, what, Lord? Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for thou art with me, thy rod and thy staff, they comfort me, right? Psalm 23. So for many of us, we are in that valley, in that transition point between the old and the new. But it's in that time, because the Lord was like yesterday, he was like, don't be afraid, right? I'm with you in this valley. I have the Lord your God is with you wherever you go. Joshua 1:9 on my wall. And I also have Proverbs 3:5 and 6 up there. And so I was just like, Lord, I don't have it. Can I just tell y'all that the Lord is, you have to, this is why it has to be God. Because y'all, there's something the Lord told me to do. And I'm like, Lord, I don't know what I'm doing. What Daddy? Do what? You sure you want me to do it? Daddy, what to do? And he said, just do this. And then everything else is going to start unfolding for you. Everything that you need is going to start coming. The information is going to start coming. You're going to get the inspired ideas. But what is happening is, y'all, we're in the valley in between letting go of the old. Some of y'all, let me just tell you, you're getting ready to make a change. I have to reiterate this, y'all, and it is going to change the trajectory of your life. You got to believe me. Some of you are already at that point. Some of you are getting to that point because you truly, if there, it's like understanding. You have to recognize where you are. It's almost like I'm showing on a spectrum, right? It's like you can either be at the beginning of this level of understanding or you're closer to the end at this level of understanding, right? Where you're understanding that you truly are creating the life that you want with your thoughts, with your actions, with your words, with your prayers. You're truly creating your life, right? So you're creating the reality. And this is a story for another day, but you chose to do all of this. You chose to incarnate at this time on this good earth to do just what you're doing. So good or bad, you're creating it. So what kind of life are you creating? That's where I'm gonna stop, because I had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 pages of downloads yesterday, y'all. 8. Okay, there's no way I can get through all of that. So I'm just gonna stop right there, and just start paying attention to your thoughts. Your thoughts are energy. Start paying attention to the words that you're speaking. You're changing your frequency, okay? And you're going to start to, and if you, when you start to do your own research on this, you're going to recognize that you are the creator of your reality. Lord, I hope that helps somebody. Let's get the clarity out here, y'all. Let me show y'all something that happened this morning. Message. So this morning, the card that I pulled for myself, y'all, was the moon card, which happens to be my mama, right? This is the Clarity Tarot deck, and I'm getting ready to actually update this deck. I'm gonna order a new one probably today. I didn't have my wallet, so I wasn't able to order it because I've made some changes in the Clarity Tarot deck. And so this was the card that I pulled for myself today, which is my mama, right? Numero uno, spirit guide, which speaks to manifestation, new beginnings, change, hidden knowledge, secrets, deception, all the things, right? The moon card is fear. So as well. So as I'm shuffling this morning, 3 cards fell out, y'all. Let me just show y'all. And one of them is still face down. I hadn't looked at it, so we'll look at that in just a second. But these are the two cards that fell out. This also happens to be my mama, just in a different version of the Clarity Tarot deck, right? And I have her on the sun and the moon. And so yesterday I was shuffling. I had already shuffled the cards, of course, because I pulled a new card this morning. And so, hey, ma, love you. And so look, and there go my mother-in-law right there as well, y'all. That just said something. Hey, girl, hey. So love you, mom. So yesterday we had the Knight of Swords that actually came out as well, y'all. The Knight of Swords and the Queen of Swords, and then the Sun. These two cards fell out with this king, the one from the Keys of the Kingdom. And I said, okay, so think it not strange when your spirit team, your spirit NIMS, start showing up and letting you know how supported you are, how much assistance you have. This is clarity as well, y'all. This is like making quick decisions. This is understanding like you're moving with purpose, and the Lord is going to start confirming when you're making the right moves, when you're making the right decisions. I also ended up getting the rainbow card this morning on my phone as well. And then this is Luke 4:43. This says, but he said, I must proclaim the good news of the kingdom of God to the other towns also, because that is why I was sent. This is information, announcement, communication, knowledge, message, okay, that is coming in. So some of you may be getting some good news, okay? You may be receiving some good news because this came out with those two cards. This is something that's going to bring joy. This is something that's going to bring happiness, right? And it could be something, it's almost, and for some of you, something is being revealed as well. I'm telling you, this could be the secrets, the keys of the kingdom, right? This could be in like hidden things that were previously hidden on how you're going to accomplish something, how you're going to move forward. I kid you not, 12/21 may be an important date. Go back to December the 21st. That may be an important date for some of you, but there's something, it's like you're going to start making moves, and things are getting ready to start making progress for you. Things are getting ready to start moving a lot quicker than you think. But anyway, so I had to tell y'all that those cards came out. We're going to keep those because I feel like it's important. I feel like things are getting, some of you are going to be, this could be unexpected phone calls, Knight of Swords being communication. This could also be just wisdom. This is insight. This is messages. Like I told you, I have 8 pages of downloads that the Lord gave me yesterday. So it's just like you understanding which one is important, what to take action on. And if you're not spending that quiet time with the Lord, y'all, you got to make sure that you're doing that, because that's when you're going to receive a lot of wisdom as well. So make sure that you're giving yourself that time. Make sure you're giving the Lord that time as well. Somebody's getting ready. This could be an email. I'm telling you, you're going to start speaking something, and all of a sudden, which part? All of a sudden, things are going to start showing up. Okay, let me mention this real quick, and then we'll get the next card. For some of you, just know this. There are people who should have been listening to you, learning from you, instead of laughing at you. Y'all, the Lord said that to me this morning. I was like, huh? There should have been people listening to you, learning from you, instead of laughing at you, because there are people who are getting ready to see God do something so amazing in your life that they're going to be like, they're going to understand that they really fumbled the opportunity to learn from you, to be a part of something that could have changed their life. There are going to be some people who are getting ready to come to the realization that whoever you told them you were, you really are. But now they don't have that opportunity. No disrespect to anybody, but remember, y'all, we're not in a second chance season. There are people that you gave an opportunity, and the way the Lord said it to me, even though he came, he didn't tarry long. He didn't stay in one place for long. Though he tarries, he won't tarry forever. He ain't going like, you have an opportunity. Sometimes we don't recognize when the kingdom of God is near us, right? I tell y'all, sometimes you don't recognize that person who was actually meant to be a light in your life until the light is gone. And so for some people, they're going to start to understand, because they're getting, remember y'all, you're getting ready to shift and transition into a completely different part of your life. For some of you, this is including wealth, this is including influence. They were laughing, but they won't be laughing long when the Lord really shows them who you really are. I need to say this because this actually happened to me yesterday. Last week, one of the messages last week, y'all, we talked about presence, right? And yesterday we had the message that talks about power and authority. Your energy, your presence precedes you, right? And you may not recognize, because it's not anything that you're doing intentionally. It's just the way that you're showing up, just the way that you carry yourself, just the way that people see you that you may not think are paying attention, right? So yesterday, y'all, I had someone tell me that it was a doctor, right? And she ended up telling me, she was just like, I just want to tell you that, I just really enjoy working with you. She was like, you have such a presence about you. And I was kind of sitting there because it was random. She just walked up and just started telling me that. And she was like, you have such a presence about you. And I was like, thank you, right? Because to me, I'm not paying attention to that. But think it not strange, y'all. The people that you think are not paying attention to you, people are noticing you. So this is why you have to make sure. Again, I told y'all the Lord checked me about my attitude yesterday, right? Like, man, let me make sure, because you never know who's watching you, y'all. You never know who's paying attention to you in those moments when you're quiet, or when you know what I'm saying? And this is just the person that you are. So you ain't thinking about, you know what I'm saying, anybody looking at you. But I received the greatest compliment yesterday, and it was just random. It kind of came out of thin air. So think it not strange that people that you don't think are watching you are watching. Okay, so present yourself accordingly. Period. The glow up. Okay, the glow up is real. Just grow with it. Trust the process. Magnetic, shining. Okay, this is your glow up season. And we hear that all the time, and people be like, yeah, whatever. Like, no, for many of you, people are actually watching you glow up. They're watching your life change. They're watching you move from one season to another season, from one position to another position. Like, the Lord is making this very public. He's not allowing you to be hidden anymore. I hope that makes sense for somebody. Child, look, let me mess around and make some glow in the dark glam dust. Period. Made it, minted. 404 is the next card that's coming in. No more wasting time. Your persistence is paying off, and you're close to the finish line. So for many of us, y'all, this is that time where we're growing. And if you look, 888, if you understand this, some of y'all know that number's been coming up a lot. It's like people, man, see, it's some folks that thought that you were just going to be in the pit. They thought you weren't going to be able to pull yourself out of something. But when I tell you that God then reached down and pulled you out of what people thought was going to break you, that it's almost like people, for whatever reason, they didn't want to see you succeed. They didn't want to see you come out. And I don't know, I don't even know who this is for. Man, there's some folks didn't even want to, it's almost like they wanted to kick you while you were down. It's like the tables are turning. Thank y'all. The tables are turning. But think it not strange, y'all. Some of them same people gonna try to come back and sit at this table that they no longer have access to. Drop it in the chat. Access denied. No, it's too late for that. Okay, it's too late for that. So I hope that made sense to somebody. It's just some people. It's just like, no, the Lord is not going to allow certain people to sit at your table. Here we go. Period. The Ace of Pentacles. Okay, I'm telling y'all, these seeds, I need somebody to plant a seed today. Okay, I need somebody to plant a seed today. And I'm not talking about sowing. I'm not talking about tithing. If that's what you want to do, then by all means, boo-boo, do that. Okay, I'm talking about an idea. Sit down, write something down. There is a seed of intention that needs to be planted, y'all. I did mine yesterday. More to come on that. But I planted a seed yesterday because, again, y'all, it's being willing to take that step, because when you take the step, then you're actually showing God that you're for real about what it is that what you're trying to build. And a couple of messages ago, last week sometime, we had a message, y'all, that talked about what are we building in this season. And so for some of you, this is the time, manifestation, where you need to plant the seed, right? Manifestation, seed planted, opportunity, possibility, investment. Some of y'all finna have, can I just say it? Some of y'all, you gonna have somebody that's going to invest in you. I don't know when this is going to happen for you, but I know it's going to happen. Why? Because there's something, because what you're come on, God, what you're building is bigger than you, and you don't know what you're doing yet, but the Lord is going to send people in that are going to be able to help you. But understand, this is not you giving that away to someone else. These are people who are going to help you to build and grow and expand. These are people who are going to be able to show you, because you don't know what you don't know, right? So for some of you, and I'm talking about, and this is, again, I know the seed I planted yesterday, and this is seeds that I planted many, many moons ago. There are people who are going, you think it not strange, the people that you be seeing in your energy, the people you be seeing on your timeline, on your news feeds, the reels that you're watching. You can think, and this is why I said it's giving God. This is why I named it this. God's algorithm gives you more of what you are. That's a message that I got yesterday. God's algorithm gives you more of what you are. So the Lord is showing you by the people that you study, by the information that you're taking in, the people that you're learning from, whether it's online, whether it's courses, whatever it is, the Lord is trying to show you who he sent you here to be. So think it not strange when, if all you're watching is media moguls. Why? Because subconsciously that's a part of who you are. So you're learning from people who've already done what you're getting ready to do. I hope that makes sense to somebody. What else, Lord? So make sure, this is why I don't have, no, you're not finna catch me watching the messy. I ain't got time for mess, baby. We trying to build something over here. I don't got time to be watching about these stories, and no offense to reality TV, okay? No offense. But I don't have that. That's not what I'm interested in. Let me go watch some stuff that's going to educate me, that's going to show me how to do something, or show me, if you watch powerful people, if you watch wealthy people, if you watch influential people, they not sitting up watching that kind of stuff. So guess what? I'm not finna watch it, because, right, be the energy that you are. Write the vision. Didn't I tell somebody that you need to write something down? Told y'all, journaling, meditation, Habakkuk 2, 2, and 3. Write the vision, y'all. Make it plain. It may come at a future time, but it is going to come. What is it? What do you want your life to look like? Journal. If you ain't got no journal, you sleep, y'all. And I'm that person. I love a journal, right? But right now I'm using a $2 journal from Walmart. Your journal ain't got that. You can go get whatever you want. Yeah, but for me, it's a $2 journal for me. Okay. Please get you a journal and start writing things down. If you're not doing that, this is the time, y'all. Plant the seed today. And when I said plant the seed, this is what I meant. Plant the seed today. That we're getting ready to start a retrograde. Matter of fact, message, it starts tomorrow, right? So there's a retrograde that's starting. This is a time for planning. This is a time to start trying to figure out, like, okay, what is my next thing? Where it doesn't mean that you're going to stop doing the thing that you're doing now, but this is a time to start solidifying where you're going next, because there's always a next, y'all, because we don't stop growing, right? Write the vision. Habakkuk 2, 2, and 3 may be important for some of y'all, so make sure. Look, I had to show it because it's right here looking in my face, right? I had to show it, Sandy. I had to show it. Look, I looked over there and this car was literally, you was looking right at me. So, hey, Sandy girl, the 3 of Wands, your ships are coming in, okay? Growth, elevation, expansion. This is self-confidence, accomplishment, hard work, paying off. For those of you who don't know, the Clarity Tarot deck is very personal for me. And so I have real people in all of the tarot decks, my family, different people who've supported me on my journey. Sandy being one of those people. And so she's on the Three of Wands. I think she's still on the Three of Wands in the new deck as well. And I think this is an updated picture because as she has grown and elevated, she then updated her picture. So I put her in. This is the latest version or the last version of the Clarity Tarot deck. So this is the updated picture that she sent me. One of the ways that I give back, right, for the people who have supported me, Sandy being one of those people. So thank you, girl. Love you. So growth, expansion, elevation. Ships are definitely coming in, y'all, and this is the time. Where you see yourself going? Where are we going next, y'all? Where are we going next? Final words of guidance, and we out this thing. This is a time to get to work. I kid y'all not, y'all. This morning, I sat down and used every resource. Use every resource that you have, right? Use every resource that you have. Habakkuk 2, 2 and 3. Habakkuk 2, 2 and 3 is the scripture that was on the Write the Vision card. Write the vision, make it plain. Even if it seems delayed, wait patiently because it will come to pass, right? So this is things that you may be intention, seeds that you may be planting, seeds that you're sowing now. For y'all who know me, y'all know I sow my seeds into the Bible, right? And so I sow a kingdom seed, and if it's already come to pass, then I thank the Lord for it. I give gratitude for it, and I put it in my journal. If it hasn't, I move it somewhere else in my Bible because it'll come back up again. And so for some of you, this is that time where it's just like, what do you designing your life? This is the time where the Lord is giving you the opportunity to write the blueprint for what you want your life to look like. And so you're going to start aligning with those things. How do you see yourself? Where do you see yourself living? What is it that you want to accomplish? Remember, y'all, you are creating the life that you're living. So you have to write it, speak it, be it, live it into vision. Okay. Let's see what else. And then we finna be out this thing. This is good, Lord. We receive it. 3, for real, y'all, we gonna do it. I breathe in healing. I exhale the painful things that burden my heart. I breathe in trust and I exhale doubt. I need somebody to know that you can do this. What was it that I saw with some lungs on it, y'all? I don't know. Message. I don't know. I can't remember. Something. Was it in a dream? I don't know. Anyway, for some of you, this is growth, right? This is growth. Some of y'all might need to focus on meditation as well. Let's see what oh my gosh, y'all, I got to talk about this. What's the other one? I can't make this up. Let me show y'all. So first things first, these two that came out with this, contracts and information. First of all, we already had information that came out with the moon card as well as the sun card. But let me tell y'all something about contracts because I wrote it. Okay, here we go. Spiritual training, contracts, experiences and people meant to teach you. Soul contracts. That was a message that I got yesterday, right? So this is talking about legal matters, court cases, commitment made, soul contracts. Let me just show y'all so y'all know I'm not making it up. If y'all can see right there, soul contracts. I got that yesterday, okay? And then here is soul contracts. There are people who are a part of your destiny, okay, who you have a contract with that are meant to assist you in some way. Tell y'all how this happened for me yesterday as well. Had a patient, y'all. Can't go into a lot of detail, but long story short, this patient ended up going on the next leg of her journey. But I had a moment this morning in prayer, y'all, where first of all, I was really sad when she left, okay? Because me and her, we resonated on a level that I really can't understand. And so yesterday when I had to see her off, I was just like, dang, man, I had a moment. Brought tears to my eyes and everything, y'all. I really am a big old baby. And so this morning in prayer, the Lord just made me understand. And I wrote that yesterday, but it's like there's no one who comes into your life that's coincidental. Okay. There's no one who comes into your life who you didn't have a soul contract with that was meant to teach you something. Sometimes it's so they can say one thing that you need to receive. Just this morning, y'all, the Lord made me understand something that I wasn't picking up on the whole time I had the opportunity and the privilege to work with this woman. The whole time she kept on, the Lord was using her. God, the whole time, come on, Lord, the Lord was using her as an oracle to give me messages. And people can think it's crazy if you want to, but I know and understand how God works. This whole time that I was interacting with this woman, I didn't realize it. It just like clicked in my brain just this morning, y'all, that the Lord was using her to give me the messages that she needed to give. It's why I was so sad when she left, because I was like, dang, man, because I know that God was speaking to me through her. And there are people who gonna think that sounds crazy, but I just know what I know. And so it was other things that the Lord made me recognize today, how this woman was trying to show me something. He was using her. So think it not strange, y'all, whenever there are people who are put on your path for a very specific reason. It's a soul contract. Sometimes it's to give you information, and sometimes something can be right in your face and you not even recognizing it, right? But something could be right in your face where the Lord is trying to use someone to give you wisdom, to make you get in alignment, to give you information. There have been so many times like where you can hear a snippet of a conversation, ain't even you, where the Lord can use anybody. He had me watch a video yesterday that was even mentioning this. The Lord will use whoever he needs to use to get the message to you. I hope that made sense to somebody. So some of you, there are new soul contracts that are coming into life as well. New people that are coming in that are meant to assist you on the journey, and then information. Where else did I see this, y'all? Oh, it's on here. It's on Luke 4 and 43. Thank y'all. Account, information, story, message, knowledge. So for some of you, this is saying learning, researching, analyzing, taking a closer look. So there's new information that's coming to light for you as well. So just pay attention, y'all. You never know. And even if it seems strange, write it down. Okay, write it down, because you never know. There's so many things in the last year, examples that I could tell y'all where it's just like I didn't know why it was important for me to kind of file this away, but I filed something away, and then 3 months later I understand why it's important. I understand, why I had to hear that part of the conversation. You ain't trying to be nosy, but it's like the Lord, like however he needs to get the word to you, the message to you, the information, the understanding, the confirmation message, he will do that. Okay. Lord, I hope that makes sense to somebody. So yes, there are new people coming in, new soul contracts. So pay attention, y'all. The Lord is going to be confirming something for you. This message, this in itself was a confirmation for me, just because it's like, okay, Lord, I'm tracking. So keep moving with God, right? Keep moving with God. That's it. That's the message. Lord, I hope this helps somebody. Thank y'all so much for the likes, the shares, the comments, the subscribes, the love, the energy. Thank y'all for sharing the live. I'm truly grateful. Y'all, we are going places. I believe it. I believe that the people who the Lord has allowed me to steward, to shepherd, to speak life into, whether you see a horoscope, whether you see when you're on this live, whatever, however you come across me, I'm so grateful for y'all. And I know that we're going places, y'all. I know that we're doing that. This is a season of growth for all of us, right? That's it. That's all I got. It's time to be great and amazing. Go do great and amazing things. It's time to get to the work. Thank y'all again. Y'all, hydrate your soul. Drink your water. Say your gratitude. Have a fantastic and an amazing day in Purpose on Purpose. And y'all know I'm not a big marketing person, but I do have to tell y'all that the Glam Queen palettes are now available on my website, y'all. So y'all make sure y'all pick those up. ToShae I finally added the Queen of Earth and the Queen of Air palettes to my website. So y'all make sure that y'all go get your Glam Dust, your iPop Glam Dust, right? I am wearing the Queen of Air palette today. I am wearing the Queen of Air palette today. So y'all make sure y'all go and cop your new palettes, okay? Get your new palettes. More to come, y'all. Man, the Lord is doing great and amazing things, and I'm so excited about where the Lord is taking us, okay? That's it. Y'all go be great and amazing. I will see y'all tomorrow, 6 a.m. Central Standard Time. Have a fantastic and amazing day in purpose on purpose. I'll see y'all on the next one. Love y'all. Thank y'all. Bye, y'all. Hey, Pam. Good morning, honey.